Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. Ah, gosh, I just want to say how grateful I am to get my taste buds back, despite my inflamed gums, I know. And I don't know what that's about. I really don't know what that's about. So I still have inflamed gums. I'm still developing a third eye. I think it's a little less. It's kind of funny. I never expected this to evolve into anything. It's like peeling, whatever it is. And my gums are improving a little. I don't know. I can't even worry about that. What I know is that my food is delicious and that I'm digging it. Oh my gosh, peeps, honestly. I had, of course, a busy, crazy day, and it's all good. But at the end of the day, when I was still busting chops to get some paperwork in the main office, my principal showed up with a bunch of brownies, this huge thing of brownies, and I am a chocolate girl. Are you kidding me? And she's like, oh, everybody have some brownies. I don't want to take them home. So, of course, people did. And then they had to go for another round. Come on, who's going to have brownies? And I'm like, if she just pretends they're vegan, I will eat those brownies, like honestly. And then, like, as quickly as that monkey mind started to go, I was like, I have a bucket full of vegetables in my classroom. I have 2 apples that I can totally eat, and a huge thing of water. And I have an hour to drive home, and I can just mow all of that. And there was some grapes too, because I was so busy today, I barely even ate. So I just kept telling myself, you're going to be okay. And on top of all of that, you can have chocolate ice cream if you want. So I made it. I enjoyed all of that on the way home. And then when I got home, I made what's my favorite? I had a huge bag of coleslaw, right? Just pre-shredded plain coleslaw. And then I went ahead and used one of those apples that I still had. When I was still eating dairy, I used to love, I think it was called apple spice yogurt. So it had chunks of apples in it and spice, and it was yogurt. And I've never been a milk person, but for some reason the enzymes in yogurt I was able to keep down because milk itself made me so sick. And then I got into the whole Greek yogurt craze because it's so much healthier, right? So somehow the sauce that I made for this was like exactly on par with that. I took that extra apple and I cut it up into chunks and I put it in there. And then I added apple cider vinegar. And then I took a quarter of my avocado and I put that in there. And somehow the consistency of that was insane creamy, just like apple spice yogurt. And I was like, wait, what? It was so good. It was crazy. No marinating or anything. Just this thick, lovely sauce that I just poured on and made it. And I didn't eat that much of it. Like, I don't know why. I probably could have had more, but however it worked out. Oh, no, no. It's because yesterday I had the other half of the coleslaw. So I only had half of a thing of coleslaw left. And then I'm down on groceries. So even though I yesterday had greens, I didn't have any greens. So, it was a little less than I'm used to. And then I had promised myself that I could have chocolate and ice cream if I wanted, cold or not. And so I made some ice cream and I like doubled the cacao powder. And it's vegan and farmed friendly. Wait, you have the farm chocolate? I guess they have the farm. So it's like, environmentally friendly farmed cacao powder. I don't even know how it works. But I accidentally poured a double dose. And granted, it's only 20 calories a tablespoon anyway, and I can't really worry about that, but I probably put in 5 tablespoons. I don't even know. But I had double chocolate, insane banana and ice cream. And between all of that and my taste buds totally working, I was just like, I am so blessed to have food I love. I can't talk about the number of times because, of course, I got my husband's food, which was not not vegan and very much had animal products and everything else. But the smell between that and the smell of some other food I smelled today, which was like turkey dinner, I was just like, ooh, it does become. Even though I was just eating meat a year ago, it becomes very challenging to smell those foods, and not in a good way. But what I've known all along was the only reason that any of that is appealing is because of the spices that they put on it. And that if you just use those spices on a piece of cardboard, the cardboard would be more edible. I'm not kidding you. So all of my stuff had such lovely flavors that I was stoking life and loving it. But I can't think of the number of times that I was doing time while I would eat something. I'd have all that fast food, but there's no flavor in those French fries. In fact, the only time there would be is if I got spicy French fries. The only time that there was flavor on a hamburger was if I added ketchup, added mustard, added pickles. Like, you got to cover all that stuff. And for me, I'm stoked with a piece of lettuce because I never realized how buttery lettuce can taste. It's so interesting. It's a kick. And I'm thrilled for it. And I'm getting excited. I'm part of Tanny Raw's Reset. If you don't know Tanny Raw, please look her up on any social media platform. She is a phenom, particularly in the high-carb, low-fat, raw vegan community. But she's just a lover of all health. And in fact, health is her hobby. And that's kind of her byline, right? But anyway, for people who really want to step it up, she has what's called the Raw Reset, which again is something you can look up, and I've mentioned many times. But in that Raw Reset right now, they're talking about how to get through Thanksgiving, if you will, right? Like, what are your tools? You've got to have a plan. And we were talking about if-then, which is a really important tool as well, an if-then plan. So if this is going to happen, then I'm going to respond in this way. And ironically, I teach what's called second step, which are SEL, social emotional learning skills for middle school. And they have if-then planning. So I've been teaching the children, if my friend is being a total jerk to me, then I will walk away. If I'm afraid that my parent will be mad at me for, failing a test, then I will let them know in advance or whatever. So all this if-then planning, and that's a big part of the reset, deciding if I'm tempted by foods at Thanksgiving, then I will make sure that I have options or whatever, right? So if-then planning is such an important one. And in the description of this video, I'm going to include a really good article, even though it was for middle school, but that just makes it more user-friendly, on how to do if-then planning. And as I'm sitting here at my lovely desk, which is missing a laptop computer. Like, hello? Where'd my laptop go? It's at Best Buy with the geeks trying to figure it out because I got seriously hijacked. And I have to accept that I might lose a lot of data and different things and that the universe will just re-provide. But I'm hoping that they can save some of it because apparently I can't even think of the terminology, but whatever it was fried. Oh, the hard drive. The hard drive was fried. And I can only spend so much money, right? Again, between things like the cloud and my mind and resources, how much do I need to save? Photos I love, but that's a gimmick too. I want the photo to be in my heart. In fact, if I continue to eat right, I will have the photographic memory that I have a right to. And I can retain that, right? Because there can be a fire and we can lose it all. Anyway, though, so here's my little setup. I've got my, of course, my earth jar, which is filling. I have my journals right here, which I am actually writing in. I got my Raw Reset, with all my tools from Miss Raw, and all of my other little things, and of course my my weights. Oh, and one more thing. Of course, my mouse pad, which is me and my husband. What? I know, that's our theme, right? All right, so yes, I have homework. Yes, I have to do awards, and I'll happily do them objectively. That's a big thing teachers have to be objective about, separating the ability from the behavior. Because you can celebrate a child's academics and not confuse it with their behavior that needs to be straightened out. All right, anyway, I'm doing it, friends. I'm on it, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be doing well and optimistic about what's to come. And, I've been doing a challenge on this page where I'm encouraging people to be the best version of themselves in the new year. And, we're just under 50 days, and it only takes one moment to make a better choice. It only takes you can rejoice literally from this minute to 5 minutes from now when you've made a better choice. And that might be the best version of yourself in the new year. I made a huge goal by saying I would get to my goal weight. I don't know if that'll happen, but I know I'll be way closer. And even though there's this cute bikini that Raquel Welch was wearing, because that chick had my body, I don't know if I'll be in that bikini yet, but that's the power of yet. That bikini is coming. The great reveal will be coming. Will it be the first day of the year? I don't know, but it will be. It will be. And I was thinking another thing, some of the people that I follow lost a lot of weight. They lost 80 pounds, 90 pounds, whatever. And I don't even want to use this as an excuse in any way. It's just an acknowledgement. But when I look at their story, I know like one person, it was around 29 or 30. This other person, 22 or 23 years old. And I am doing this at 52 years old, right? Literally, I'm going to be 54. Next month, I'll be 54. But starting at 52, when I even said, wow, maybe I should actually open up my eyes and see the nightmare that I am living and recreating. I dared to decide that I was even going to turn my life around and find veganism and by God's grace, find resources like Tanny Raw and some other people and realize that there was a better way to live. And so at that time, I was weighing 279, 281. I think it's fair to say 281, where I was like, wow, I'm 20 pounds from 300, and I've weighed 330 before. So it'd been a while. It'd been a long time since I weighed 330, but I was only 50 pounds down from that. And in my panic and tremendous discomfort, I was able to turn that around. So now I am down for sure around 200. Praise God, I will be under 200. I'm not weighing myself, but that's a good 80 pounds in my 50s that I just lost. And my hope is to get to 128 at some point. And I'm not going to limit myself to that, but that was when I was in my new body as a teenager. And I get that was a teenager, but I was fully developed. I was 5'7", C cup. And just a really good, healthy body for me, which I promptly destroyed, largely because men were coming on to me, and men, like the men I babysat for, men coming on to me. I wasn't safe in my body. And I went crazy and buried it as quickly as I could. But whatever the case was, I know that that was a really healthy, natural weight for me. And I imagine that that's where I belong again, somewhere around there. So we'll see how that flies. But for right now, all I know is that I love my food. I love the opportunity. I love that I'm not harming the planet and that God is merciful. And I'm going to stay the course. So until we talk again, my friends, share in the comments below if you can relate to anything that I shared. What are you loving? What's working for you? And let me support you if you have any prayer intentions. I'm your girl. As always, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. And until we talk again, most importantly, know that you're blessed.